Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Mother's Day action on the show. It's the Milwaukee Brewers going up against the Atlanta Braves. Just about set to go on the hill here today. Charlie Morton. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Colton Wong takes a strike as he leads things off.
First pitch, 135.
And the right-hander deals. In the air, left side. Puts it away for the out. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Christian Yelich.
Well, Boog, there aren't many guys who have a flair for the big moment like he does. I mean, batting over 400 with runners in scoring position. Are you kidding me? I know it's not guaranteed or an automatic, but I hope we get to see him in a close late game situation with runners in scoring position and just see, is he truly a machine or not?
Willie Adames watches that one for a strike, standing in here with one down. And now the 0-1. Hard on the ground to first, and that's just foul. And the pitch. Got him. Nice, efficient start to the afternoon. That's 2 out.
Well, be ready. He throws that curveball a lot, probably more than any other pitch in his arsenal. And he's going to try to put you away with it like he did right there. That's his go-to pitch early and late in the count.
Here's Yelich at the dish. First pitch, and he just misses.
1 ball, no strike.
And the 1-0. Swing and a line drive caught. Brewers go down quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the first. 0-0. Bottom of the first. So here's the Braves designated hitter, Ronald Acuna Jr. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. The 1-0. Swings and misses at 1 down below the zone.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
A foul ball, he stays alive. And it's even up. Next offering is fouled back. Here comes a pitch. Bounce to the right side. Tellez takes it himself. One gone, bottom half of the first. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. This is one of the best teams in the league when it comes to drawing walks, Chris. So we'll probably see a very patient approach from them.
Yeah, Boogie, that's often what leads to a lot of runs scored. You get guys on base, you work that pitch count up for the opposing pitchers, and then you take advantage when they make mistakes. You get into that bullpen. You can tell that everyone up and down this lineup just comes in with a great plan of attack, a lot of patience, just like you said.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Pulls it down, and there's two gone.
Batting third, the third baseman, Austin.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for Atlanta, Austin Riley. That one's in there, 0-1.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Kicks and fires. Strike 2.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
0-2 now. Now this one is smoked down the left field line. On its way, if it's fair, out of here. Austin Riley goes deep. It's his 8th home run of the year. And the Braves have the lead now. It's 1-0.
Clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Two down, nobody on. Now a screamer into the outfield. Yelich makes the catch, and that'll do it. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now a 1-0 ball game. New inning getting started. Here's Rowdy Tellez.
Leading off for the Brewers, the first baseman, number 11.
And a pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Playing 11, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And a 1-2. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. The wind and the pitch. And that one missing low. So a young arm coming on now out of the pen, Spencer Strider. And this guy can bring it velocity-wise.
Strider.
2-2 now. Got it. 1 away.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, you know, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
Hunter Renfroe at the plate. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. First offering, and it just misses.
1-0.
Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game with guys going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
And a 2-1 on the way. Swings and misses. And now 2-2. What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name. And that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player. Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
And first offering is fouled off. And the pitch. That's in there. And it's 0-2.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
The next offering misses. And the count 1-2. Slow roller to third. And he grabs it in foul ground. And here it comes.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And now it's filled up.
3 balls, 2 strikes, down and full.
Foul ball there. The pitch. And it's fouled away. Just a weak fly ball this time. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. Nobody left for Milwaukee. They're down 1-0. Back at Truist Park, bottom half of inning number 2. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit.
The second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Burns back to work. That's off the mark, and it's 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
Righty delivers. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. The other way, and he beats the shift.
I love that swing, and I'm sure his hitting coach does even more. Took a pitch right on the low outside corner of the zone and just ripped it for a base hit. And that's easier said than done.
Adam Duvall at the plate. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. In there for strike 1. Runner at first with no outs here. Next
Ball
pitch
one.
is inside, and 1-1.
Curveball kind of backed up on him there. I think it just slid out of the hand a little bit too soon.
The 1-1. And a foul ball. Burns with a move to first, and he's back safely. Nobody out, runner at first. Lifted in the air, right center field. Kane on the move to the gap. Makes the catch for the out.
Batting 7th, the right fielder, number 48.
Now in for the Braves, number 48.
Status quo. What you know? Call me the GOAT with that Ali glow. Stack quo, real dope, baby God, you on quote. I'm the man with that emphasis. Dollars from the businesses. My queen got a life of its own.
Next offering is down low. Ball 1. Next offering is in for a strike.
Play 11, 1-1.
Albies on the move. Pitch in for a strike to second, but way too late. Safe there. The 1-2. Hit softly on the ground to third. Peterson gloves it, slings it across, and they got him.
Batting 8th, the shortstop,
Dansby Swanson stands in.
Swanson, former first-round pick by the Arizona Diamondbacks. Vanderbilt player in college, College World Series player, all that good stuff, but really coming into his own.
And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1.
On the ground to third. Fires across the diamond, and Swanson is set down. And that's the inning. One left for Atlanta. They lead it 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the catcher, Omar Narvaez.
Leading off for Milwaukee, the catcher, Omar Narvaez.
Strider back to work. Ball 1 there. And another ball.
No, that pitch not even close. A 2-0 count now. He can't be over aggressive. He's got to make sure that pitch is right on a tee for him.
And the righty deals. That's off the mark, and it's 3-0.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Right-hander kicks, deals. There's a strike. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he turns and heads for second. Safe at second with nobody out, and he represents the tying run.
But when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Now it's Lorenzo Cain. That one ripped. Back there. Out of here. All muscle to center field, and the Brewers have the lead. It's 2-1.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Now it's Jace Peterson.
Batting 9, the third baseman, Jace.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Oh, and 2 as he waves at that one.
2 strikes.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. That one's back there. Gives up the body and makes the catch.
Up next for Milwaukee, the second baseman, Colton.
So the lineup flips over. Colton Wong up to hit. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
In the air, left field. Ozuna under it and makes the grab. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Willie Adames.
Willie Adames stands in. In the air, right field, pretty well struck back there. Grabs it right up against the wall. 2 runs for Milwaukee on the dinger. And this is now a 2-1 ball game.
I'm the man if you're with me every city in town. I tell them get down.
Back here in Atlanta, and now it's William Contreras.
Well, I got a chance to meet William during spring training as he was coming up trying to get to the big leagues, and this kid's got some ridiculous pop. Watched him on the backfield taking batting practice. All of his coaches would just kind of roll their eyes and say, this kid's going to be great, without actually saying the words. Then,
oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And brings it in at the wall.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Ronald Acuna.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? In there, and it's 0-1. High fly ball down the left field line. He's got it. There's 2 away.
good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Matt Olson next up for the Braves. He's 0 for 1. Pitch misses inside. 1-0. Next pitch misses. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Two-0. Right side. Wong collects it. The throw to first, and Olson is set down. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. And the Braves go down quietly. They're down 2-1. Welcome back. On to the 4th. Here's the left fielder, Christian Yelich.
The left fielder, number 22, Christian.
The right-hander back to work.
Yelich.
Pitch misses. Ball 1.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
Swings and misses. That's strike 1. The next pitch misses, and that's ball 2. That one in for a strike, 2-2.
Oh, yeah.
2-2 now. Stays alive. The pitch.
No. Full count.
And that one is lifted in the air. Ozuna drops steps, heads back on it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
Now batting, number 11.
And now it's Rowdy Tellez. That smash towards center. Duvall makes the catch, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Hunter Renfroe.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's Hunter Renfroe. That one's in there, 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Next offering is down low. That one ripped left field. Back there. And that ball is gone. Hunter Renfroe hits one out, and they add on. It's 3-1.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Here comes a new arm for the Braves, Jesse Chavez. It's his job to keep his team in the game.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and we need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
So 2 away with nobody on. Next for Milwaukee, Tyrone Taylor.
15. Tyrone Taylor
Breaks his bat, pops it up. Olsen makes the catch, and that'll do it. But the Brewers add 1 with a solo shot. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. And welcome back. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Austin Riley.
The third baseman, Austin Riley.
And he deals. That misses, and that's ball 1. Next pitch is outside.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. Bounce to the right. Fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. And that's going to get into the corner. Into second easily with a leadoff double. Now the left fielder, Marcell Ozuna.
The batter, the left fielder, Marcel.
This ball's chopped on the ground. Throw over to Tellez. They go 5-3 for the first out as the third baseman makes the play from the shortstop spot in the shift.
Number 1, second baseman,
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. He provides a surprising amount of pop from the second base position.
Listen, that's not something to take lightly. Getting that kind of production from the guys up the middle, it's not a strength of most lineups.
This one in the dirt. Left-hand batter waits. And what does that do for a team when you get power from unexpected spots like that?
When you're in the dugout and you see a guy come up big like that you don't necessarily expect it, it just energizes that entire team.
One away with a runner at third. Next pitch is downstairs. Tying run at the plate. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Back there. Turning, looking, and that one is gone. Ozzie Albies goes yard, and we're all square. It's 3-3.
Good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch at that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the lob, and gets the home run.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Adam Duvall, the next to hit.
Number 14, Adam Duvall.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Righty to the plate. Hit hard on the ground to short. And it finds its way through for a hit.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Number 48 will hit next. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, try to stay out of a double play here.
And a pitch. Misses. And a count 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Next one misses. It's 2-2. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul. Pitch. That one hooked foul. Kicks and deals. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. And the right-hander deals. And that one sliced foul. The pitch. Burns with a move to first, and he's back in standing. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. Now one out to right. Taylor settles underneath it. 2 down.
The batter, number 7, shortstop,
Dansby Swanson. Next up for the Braves.
Swanson.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Up next for Atlanta, the catcher,
William Contreras. Now at the plate. Flied to right his first time. In there for strike 1.
Well, Boog, if you're that base runner at second base, you want to be quiet out there. Not bouncing around, not distracting your teammate, the hitter. Make sure that he can clearly focus on that pitcher and that release point.
And a foul ball. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. And he makes the grab. And that is the inning. Braves pick up 2 on the long ball. We're tied now with 3 apiece. Well, come on, dance a little, what's it? Come on, kiss a little. Back here at the ballpark, we go to the top of the 5th. Omar Narvaez at the plate.
The catcher, Omar Narvaez.
Here comes a pitch. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Movement in the bullpen. Will Smith getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. On the ground to short. Swanson handles. Tosses to first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
The center fielder, number 6, Lorenzo Cain.
So up next, Lorenzo Cain. He's already homered in this game. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. First pitch, and he just misses. And you played behind guys, and they love having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Next offering is in for a strike. Here's a 1-1. Line drive, caught.
The batter, the third baseman, Jace Peterson.
2 outs, base is empty. Jace Peterson up now for the Brewers. Next pitch is popped up. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Gone in order are the Brewers. Still tied 3-3. Back at Truist Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate.
The designated hitter, Ronald Acuna Jr.
And a pitch. Off the plate, and it's 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
And a pitch. There's a strike. And fouled off. One and 2 now on Acuna.
Ball.
And now it's even up.
Playing 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a pitch. That one hammered left field. And it's gone. Home run. Third home run of the season. Just like that, they move in front. It's 4-3. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
The first baseman.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. First offering misses the mark.
Okay, from here, he's got to treat this as a clean inning. Forget about the fact that his team is now down by a run.
At the belt and fires. That misses the zone, and it's 2-0.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. Movement in Milwaukee's bullpen. Brent Suter, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Williams, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Next pitch downstairs. Ball 3.
3-1.
Go. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
The third baseman, Austin Riley.
That one the other way. That's a hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And here comes the Brewers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. That's it for Corbin Burns, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming up. We'll be back in a minute. So the Brewers bring out a new pitcher from the pen, number 48, and he'll do his best to keep this close.
Oh, he's having an excellent season so far. ERA is under 2. A lot of flexibility coming out of the bullpen.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Marcell Ozuna. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
Pulls that one foul. The 1-1.
1-2.
Pitch misses. 2-2. First and second here, no outs. Next offering is foul back. And here it comes. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Little bouncer out in front of the plate. Gathers and throws to first. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Ozzy Albies.
Albies up for the third time here. Watches that one miss. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And he makes the catch. 2 down.
No, that's a frustrating at bat right there. Big opportunity and just missed it.
Now
I know he
batting,
wanted to do some
center
damage.
fielder,
Next guy will have to pick him up.
Duvall.
Here's the center fielder, Adam Duvall.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
Next offering is fouled back. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position. And the count 1-2.
A defensive swing right there, some cheese on the inside part of the plate, but the hands are still stinging after that one.
There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. And that one is out of here. Adam Duvall hits one out. Third home run of the season, and they boost their lead. It's 7-3.
Scary for a pitcher when a guy can take a fastball down the middle and hit it to the opposite field. No holes in a swing like that, and that time that ball was hit hard.
So 2 down now, and here is number 48.
Now batting, number 48.
In there, and it's 0-1. The 0-1. He swings and fouls one off. The 0-2.
Good solid contact right there, just a bit out in front of that fastball. Got to try to stay on that backside just a little bit longer and see if you can do some damage.
Lane 12, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
The pitch. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. The line to kick the pitch. Fly ball to right. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And that is that. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. It's now a 4-run lead at 7-3. Welcome back. Now it's the second baseman, Colton Wong. The Brewers in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
Chavez back to work. And there's a strike. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Will Smith getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Minter getting cranked up as well. Now the 0-1. And that one is in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake. One guy that was really great once the count got to 2 strikes, Miguel Cabrera.
The next offering misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
12, 1-2.
The pitch stays alive. Righty delivers. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Down the left field line. Should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. He makes it safely with a leadoff double in the 6th.
Well, he really had to battle for that one. Man, that was so fun to watch. I'll tell you, man, it's such a good feeling when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that. I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
And now Willie Adames. And that's in there for strike one. Man at second. And that one sliced foul.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard and shut down any time.
Runner at second, nobody out. In the air, fairly deep to right field. And they get Adames for the out. Runner tags up for third. He's in there.
The left fielder, number 22, Christian.
Now it's Christian Yelich.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
And first offering is fouled off. Left-hand hitter waits. That one outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch misses inside. 2-2. Next offering misses. Full count now.
Count is full.
Runner on at third. 1 gone. And down on strikes. 2 away.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
High fly ball out into left center field. And that'll do it. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Braves 7 and the Brewers 3. Bottom of the 6th. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Dansby Swanson.
Leading up for the Braves, the shortstop, Dansby.
The right-hander back to work. Just off the outside part of the plate. And that's outside.
2-0 to count.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. And it hits the fence. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
And here's the catcher, William Contreras.
Now batting, the catcher, William Contreras.
And first offering is fouled off. kicks and fires. That misses the zone, and now it's even 1-1. Rips one to right, just inside the line, and it's down for a knock. Runner from second scores as they add on, and it's 8-3.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And a foul ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Let him go.
Oh, that got him on the mound. Goes to second, safe there. And he'll be safe at first.
Now batting, first baseman,
Matt Olson up to the plate.
Olson.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Next one misses, and it's 1-1. Next offering is in for a strike.
If you're not ready for that pitch, you're just going to swing and miss or pop it up, waste the at-bat. You're going to let it go. You better be ready to swing it.
And that's a base hit. Contreras coming home. Safe.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front, flipped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Here comes the new arm for the Brewers, Brent Suter. And we'll see how he performs in this situation with his team down big.
Well, I think that what makes him so tough against left-handers is he hides the ball for a long time. And from that same side, harder for you to determine which part of the plate it's going to end up on.
Here's Austin Riley. He's already homered here in this one.
The third baseman, Austin Riley.
In there for strike one. And the 0-1. Fouled off. He was late. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. And that's a base hit. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded. Nobody out.
They are really feeding off each other. That's 5 hits in a row. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Here's the left fielder, Marcell Ozuna. That one's in there, 0-1. And he deals. Foul ball. Bases juiced, no outs. In the air, right field. Taylor under it. Makes the catch. Runners tagging from second and third. He's in on the sacrifice fly. It's 10-3. Next for Atlanta, Ozzie Albies. He has, as they like to say, light tower power. Not a big guy, but a big swing and thunder in that bat. In there, and it's 0-1.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
For a guy that's been swinging the bat well all game long, that was a pretty ugly swing right there. I'm sure he'll tighten it up on this next pitch.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. In comes the runner from third. It's now 11-3. Runner holds at third, so just one across on the play.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
So digging in, Adam Duvall.
The batter, the center fielder, Adam Duvall.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Second and third here, one away. And the 0-2. And he hits a ground ball right side. Now the throw to first on the run. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Number 48 next up for the Braves. First pitch just misses. Runner at third, 2 away. Next offering upstairs. Two-0. Now one missed.
3 balls, no strikes.
There's a strike, 3-1. The pitch. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. And a pitch. This one in the air, right field. Racing, makes the catch. And that is that. So 5 runs in the inning as they bat around. 7th inning coming up. It's the Braves 12 and the Brewers 3. Top of inning number 7. So here's the Brewers DH, Hunter Renfroe.
The designated hitter, Hunter Renfroe.
Here comes a pitch. Puts it in the air out towards left center. 1 away.
The right fielder, number 15, Tyrone Taylor.
So up next, Tyrone Taylor. In there for strike 1. And it's even up. Next offering is in for a strike. Next one misses, and the count is even 2-2. Next one just misses. Full count 3-2. And that's ball 4.
Boog, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at bats?
Oh, that's a good question.
Next for Milwaukee.
I think that if they gave the pitcher a full scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. Narvaez up to hit for the third time as he lays off inside, ball 1. Next pitch inside, ball 2. Now 3-0. And a 3-0 finds the zone.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
The center field.
Lorenzo Cain up now for the Brewers. 1 for 2. First offering misses the mark.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Next offering is in for a strike. 1 out. Runners at first and second. That one ripped left field. That's back. And it slams off the bottom of the wall. And he's in safely at third as a run scores.
Well done. Drives in the run. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Second and third, 1 gone. Up now for Milwaukee, Jace Peterson. First offering, and it just misses. One down, runners at second and third. Next one is off the plate. Now 2-0. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Colton Wong.
Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Colton Wong.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Next offering is in for a strike. Next one off the plate inside. 2-1.
1 strike.
That one ripped right center field. That's back. And it hits the top of the wall. And at second, no play as they score a pair on the play.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
At the bullpen is Will Smith. He'll try to strand the runner at second.
Will Smith.
Man at second here with 2 away. Willie Adames getting ready to hit. And that's in there for strike 1.
One ball, one strike.
The pitch. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. Wong around third. Not gonna get him. It's up the line.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Christian Yelich.
And now it's Christian Yelich. And first offering is fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down. Next offering is down low. And it's a ball and a strike. This to third. In plenty of time. The first ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Braves 12 and the Brewers 7. Back here in Atlanta, bottom of the 7th, and now the shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Leading up for the Braves, the shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1. Action in the pen down there. Brad Boxberger, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Williams getting loose as well. And now the lefty just missed.
2 balls, no strike.
And it is 2-1.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
High fly ball out to center field. Kane puts the squeeze on that one, and there's 1 down.
Now batting, catcher, William Contreras.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. William Contreras.
He is a talented player. His big brother Wilson has voiced that his little brother may end up being better than he is.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Next one off the plate inside. And that's ball 2. The count 2-1. Missed inside with the curve. Well struck left field. And that one is gone. He circles the bases, his 4th home run of the season, and they add to the lead. It's 13-7.
It's so critical that you move the ball around, change speeds, even try to trick the hitter at times. But when you give up a home run right there, manager doesn't have a lot of patience because the velocity is not there to overcome and get the swing and miss.
back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. And now it's the Braves DH, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Acuna Jr.
Next offering in the dirt, 2-0.
After giving up that home run earlier, it just doesn't seem like he wants to challenge him.
And 2-0 is in for a strike.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Next pitch misses, 3-1.
3-1.
One down, base is empty. Now front, pulls that one foul. Now it's 3-2. A wind in the pitch. And he grounds one back up the middle. Wong to first. And Acuna retired.
Now batting, first baseman, Matt Olson.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Matt Olson. And he's already singled in this game. Fought off foul. Slow roller to first, and it finds its way through for a hit.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Riley.
Now in for the Braves, Austin Riley. First offering misses the mark. Next offering is in for a strike. Smash to the left side, and that's a fair ball. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
I mean, come on, have a game. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Devin Williams into the game. Big deficit here, but he's still got a job to do.
Number 38, Devin Williams.
First and second, 2 down. Now the Atlanta cleanup hitter, Marcell Ozuna. Pitch misses inside, and that is ball 1. First and second, 2 down. The next offering misses, and now 2-0.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. Two outs. On a line out towards center. Flashes the leather on the running catch. And that ends the inning. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. 8th inning coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. We go to the 8th. Now here is Rowdy Tellez.
Leading off for the Brewers, the first baseman, number 11.
And a pitch. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one. In the air to left center. Ozuna moving under it. And there's one away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Hunter Renfroe.
Now it's Hunter Renfroe. First pitch, and he just misses.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Next offering misses, and it's 2-0. Ground ball to the right side, and he handles it himself for the out.
The right fielder, number 15,
Tyrone Taylor digs in now. Next pitch downstairs. Ball one. The lefty to 1-0. Right side. Makes the grab on the run. And that's the third out. And welcome back. On to the bottom of the 8th. Standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. Williams, known as a guy with pretty lights out type stuff, racks up the strikeouts, but the command at times can elude him. Oh, 1 down. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, and a manager in a situation like this type of pitcher has to stay alert and ready. He's got to make sure he's watching from pitch to pitch, hitter to hitter, to quickly get another reliever up in the bullpen if he needs to bring someone in.
Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Got him out on the front foot. Couldn't keep the hands back
The
long
center
enough
fielder,
and
number
played
14,
right into the hands of the pitcher.
Duvall.
So digging in, Adam Duvall. And first offering is fouled off. And that lack of command, that's usually one of the things that leads guys to be converted from starter to reliever.
Yeah, and it's such a short stint when you compare the two roles, starting and relieving. You hope that guy can find strike one right away when he comes in.
That one misses in the dirt.
1-1.
And it's fouled away.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That's out number 2. Now it's the right fielder, number 48. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
It's off his chest.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Dansby Swanson is going to get a chance to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strike. Let's go, wait for the pitch.
And the 1-0.
Ball 2.
Good eye right there.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Next pitch in for a strike, 3-1.
1 strike.
Swings and misses, and we're filled up.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
On the ground, right side. Throw over to Tellez, and the inning is over. We go to the 9th. Here's the Brewers catcher now, Omar Narvaez.
The catcher, Omar Narvaez.
Smith back to work. And that one just missed off the outside edge. The pitch. On the ground, right side. And foul ball. Is there a little wrinkle to that? I think there was.
Yeah. A little slider action.
Kicks and deals. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that one ripped to left. And an automatic double now as it hops the wall and foul ground.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
So man aboard, Lorenzo Cain up now for the Brewers. First offering misses the mark.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
And here it comes. Ripped on a line. Duvall racing over to make the catch.
Now batting, third baseman, Jace.
Here's the third baseman, Jace Peterson. First pitch just misses. The 1-0.
Ball. 2-0 to count.
Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. And there's ball 4.
Take your base.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Colton Wong will hit next. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Don't let him score.
1-1 now. And there's a foul ball. At the belt and fires. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Stepping in, Willie Adames.
Come on, let's hold him.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 on, 2 outs. And ball 1. 2 outs. A couple of base runners at first and second. Just 1 out away. Try to close it out. Ground ball, Olsen. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Well, just another big win today, and everyone is jumping on board behind this ball club. They're playing so well, they're packing the stands, and it's just an exciting brand of baseball. We'll see how far it goes, but right now, no one thinks it's going to end anytime soon.
A 13-7 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Ball game, 4 hours and 19 minutes. Our paid attendance at Truist Park this afternoon, 41,500. The Braves thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.